Hello and welcome to the Trippy Savage Channel. Let's get right into our story. Have you ever wondered about the history of the Ottawa Tribe, also known as the Odawa, and their reputation as legendary traders? This tribe, speaking the Algonquian language, originally hailed from the east coast of what we now call North America. The Ottawa Tribe's history is a testament to their resilience and adaptability, as they migrated from their initial settlement on the east coast to the regions of Michigan, Ohio, and southern Canada. The name Ottawa is derived from the Indian term Odawa, which translates to traders. This moniker was not chosen lightly. The Ottawa tribe was renowned as inter-tribal traders and barterers, a reputation that followed them throughout their history and across the lands they traversed. Yet while others recognized them as the Ottawa, they referred to themselves as Anishinaabe, meaning original people. This term reflects their deep-rooted belief in their ancient origins and their distinct cultural identity. After leaving their original East Coast homes, the Ottawa tribe journeyed westward. They found their new homes in locations such as Manitoulin Island in Lake Huron, Michigan's Upper Peninsula, and the Bruce Peninsula in Ontario, Canada. These lands were not just places to settle, they were considered their original homeland, a testament to the Ottawa's ability to adapt and thrive in new environments. In their new territories, the Ottawa tribe continued to uphold their reputation as skilled traders. They harnessed the resources of their new lands, and their name echoed in trading posts and among other tribes. Their identity as Anishinaabe, the original people, remained unshaken, their name Odawa. The traders continued to be known far and wide. The Ottawa tribe's journey from the East Coast led to their settlement in what they considered their original homeland. Their migration is a story of resilience, adaptability, and an unyielding spirit. The Ottawa, or the Odawa, are not just a tribe. They are the Anishinaabe, the original people, the legendary traders whose history is woven into the fabric of North America. Did you know that the Ottawa tribe was part of a long-term alliance known as the Council of Three Fires? This alliance was not a mere political convenience, but a deep bond formed over shared language, customs, and manners. The Ottawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi tribes were the three pillars of this council, each holding a unique place in the alliance. The Council of Three Fires was more than just a meeting of chiefs. It was a symbol of unity, a testament to the shared history and culture of these tribes. They spoke similar Algonquian languages, a linguistic thread that wove them together in a tapestry of mutual understanding. Their customs and manners, though distinct in their own right, bore striking similarities, a reflection of their shared roots and mutual influences. But this alliance was not only about celebrating shared culture and history, it was also a strategic necessity. The tribes of the council faced common foes. Among their enemies were the formidable Iroquois Confederacy and the Dakota people. The Wyandot, due to their ties with the Iroquois, were also considered adversaries. In the face of these threats, unity was not just strength, it was survival. The Council of Three Fires provided a platform for these tribes to strategize, to plan, to unite against common enemies. It served as a beacon of cooperation and mutual respect among the tribes, a symbol of their collective resilience. In the face of adversity, the council stood as a bulwark, a testament to the power of unity in the face of common threats. So when we think of the Ottawa tribe, we must also remember their brothers in the Council of Three Fires, the Ojibwe and Potawatomi. They stood together, fought together, and in many ways defined their identities together. They were more than just allies, they were a community, bound by shared language, customs, and enemies. They were in every sense a council of fire, a beacon of unity in a world often divided by conflict and strife. The Council of Three Fires marked an era of unity and shared struggles among the Ottawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi tribes. Indeed, it was a shining example of unity in diversity, a testament to the power of alliances in the face of adversity. The Ottawa tribe's history took an interesting turn in 1615 with their first contact with Europeans. This monumental encounter occurred near the mouth of the French River, when the tribe crossed paths with the adventurous French explorer Samuel de Champlain. This first contact marked a significant shift in the tribe's destiny, setting them on a path of trade, alliances, and conflicts that would shape their future. Champlain's observations of the Ottawa provide a fascinating glimpse into their way of life during this period. He noted their simple yet effective weaponry, which consisted only of a bow and arrows, a buckler of boiled leather, and a club. Their clothing was minimal, foregoing breechclouts, and their bodies were adorned with a variety of intricate tattoos. Their faces were painted and their noses pierced, a testament to their rich cultural practices. But it wasn't just the Ottawa's appearance that intrigued Champlain and his fellow Europeans. The Ottawa were known as Odawa, or traders, and it was this reputation that would significantly impact their relationship with the French. The French were keen to tap into the lucrative fur trade, and the Ottawa, with their knowledge of the local terrain and wildlife, were the perfect partners. The establishment of New France, or Canada as we know it today, marked the beginning of the Ottawa's involvement in the fur trade business. The French colonists built Fort Detroit in Michigan in 1701, establishing a trading post that soon attracted many Ottawa from their traditional homeland. Their movement south of the Great Lakes marked the start of their spread into the Midwest. The Ottawa Tribe's first contact with Europeans marked the beginning of their involvement in the fur trade business. This initial encounter with Samuel de Champlain near the French River in 1615 was a pivotal moment, setting the stage for the tribe's future alliances, trade relationships, and conflicts that would shape their history in the centuries to come. The fur trade, however, was not without its challenges and losses for the Ottawa Tribe. As the business thrived, it stirred up rivalries and disputes that led to catastrophic consequences. The Ottawa found themselves in a state of constant competition with other tribes, all vying for control of the lucrative fur trade. The intense competition was not the only challenge they faced. The European introduction of firearms also disrupted the traditional balance of power in the region. The firearms, which were far more destructive than the traditional weapons used by the tribes, brought about a wave of violence that the region had never seen before. The Ottawa, along with their fellow Algonquian tribes around the Great Lakes, found themselves in a fierce struggle against the powerful Mohawk, who had moved westward from New York. The rivalry was so intense that it led to the extermination of some tribes, with the Iroquois and Erie being one of the most notable victims. But the introduction of firearms was not the only detrimental impact of European contact. The tribes were also severely affected by infectious diseases brought by the Europeans. These diseases, to which the tribes had no immunity, decimated populations and left communities in ruins. The scale of loss was so great that it overshadowed the material gains from the fur trade. As the Ottawa navigated through the perilous landscape of the fur trade, they witnessed their world transform in ways that they could never have imagined. From the extermination of tribes to the devastation caused by diseases, the fur trade era was a time of tremendous change and loss for the Ottawa and their allies. In the midst of all this, the Ottawa Tribe demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability. They continued to engage in the fur trade, all the while grappling with the profound changes it brought to their way of life. The fur trade brought about significant changes and losses for the Ottawa Tribe and their allies. It was a period marked by both prosperity and devastation, a testament to the complex and often tumultuous relationship between the Ottawa Tribe and the European settlers. In the mid-18th century, the Ottawa Tribe found themselves allied with the French against the British in the French and Indian War. This was a time of significant strife and change, deeply influencing the Ottawa Tribe's history and future. The Ottawa, like many other tribes, had a long-standing relationship with the French. They were crucial partners in the fur trade, and they had built an alliance based on mutual respect and beneficial trade relationships. When the French and Indian War erupted in 1754, the Ottawa saw the French as their natural allies against the British expansion. The Ottawa Tribe wasn't just silently standing by, they were actively involved in the conflict. They participated in numerous raids against Anglo-American colonists. Their knowledge of the land and guerrilla warfare tactics made them formidable opponents. They were not a tribe that could be easily ignored or dismissed. However, the conclusion of the French and Indian War in 1763 brought about the Treaty of Paris. This agreement marked the end of French control over vast territories in North America, which were ceded to the British. For the Ottawa and other tribes, this marked a significant shift in the power dynamics they had grown accustomed to. The British, unlike the French, were not as interested in maintaining alliances with the native tribes. They were more focused on expanding their colonies, often encroaching on native lands. The Ottawa Tribe and many others found themselves staring at an uncertain future. with their traditional allies gone and a new power showing little respect for their rights or way of life. The French and Indian War marked a significant period in the Ottawa tribe's history, filled with conflict and change. It was a time that tested their resilience and adaptability, shaping their identity in the face of adversity. Their story serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and challenges that indigenous tribes faced in the wake of European colonization. The end of the French and Indian War did not bring peace for the Ottawa tribe, but rather led to Pontiac's rebellion. As the dust of war settled, a new leader emerged from the Ottawa tribe, Chief Pontiac. A charismatic and strategic leader, Pontiac recognized the looming threat of British control and made efforts to unite numerous American Indian tribes in a rebellion against the British. Pontiac's concerns echoed throughout the tribes of the Ohio, Illinois, and Great Lakes region. They had all watched as the French, their allies, were stripped of their land and influence. They had seen the influx of colonists from east of the Appalachian Mountains, eager to settle on their territories. The fear of losing their French allies, the encroachment of settlers, and the shift in power was a shared concern, and Pontiac's call to unite against the British resonated. Under Pontiac's leadership, the United Tribes included the Odawa, Ojibwa, Potawatomi, Huron, Miami, Wea, Kickapoo, Mascoutin, Piankashaw, Delaware, Shawnee, and the Seneca. Together they formed a formidable force, ready to resist British control. Their resistance started with a fierce attack on Fort Detroit in May of 1763, marking the beginning of Pontiac's rebellion. Fort Detroit, once a symbol of French influence in the region, had fallen into British hands, making it a fitting target for the rebellion's first strike. The attack sent shockwaves through the British settlements, making it clear that the tribes of the Great Lakes region were not going to passively accept British control. Following the attack on Fort Detroit, the Shawnee, Wyandot, Seneca, and Delaware people joined the rebellion, launching raids on British settlements in the Ohio Country and western Pennsylvania. The rebellion was in full swing, with the United Tribes striking a blow against the British, who had underestimated the resolve of the indigenous people. Pontiac's rebellion marked a significant resistance movement led by the Ottawa tribe against British control. It was a powerful demonstration of unity and resistance, reminding us of the fierce spirit of the Ottawa tribe and their determination to protect their land and way of life. The history of the Ottawa tribe is a testament to their resilience, adaptability, and trading prowess. Their journey began on the East Coast, where they were known as the Odawa, or traders. As intertribal traders and barterers, they were skilled negotiators who played a crucial role in the economies of their time. In search of new opportunities and driven by the need for survival, the Ottawa tribe migrated to Michigan, Ohio, and southern Canada. Their new homeland was a diverse landscape of lush forests, sprawling meadows, and pristine lakes. Here, they found a place to thrive and contribute to the rich tapestry of indigenous cultures in North America. Their alliances were essential to their survival and prosperity. As part of the Council of Three Fires, the Ottawa tribe stood side by side with the Ojibwe and Potawatomi tribes. United in language, customs, and purpose, these three tribes confronted their enemies, including the powerful Iroquois Confederacy and the Dakota people. The Ottawa tribe was not just a group of skilled traders and formidable warriors. They were also active participants in the fur trade business, which became a major economic activity in the 17th century. Through this trade, they formed significant partnerships with the French colonists, who had established Fort Detroit and other trading posts in the region. However, the arrival of Europeans brought about dramatic changes. The introduction of firearms disrupted the traditional balance of power among the tribes and led to fierce disputes over the lucrative fur trade. The Ottawa tribe, along with their Algonquian allies, found themselves having to fend off the Mohawk tribe, who had migrated westward from New York. The impact of European contact did not end there. The Ottawa tribe was heavily involved in the French and Indian War, where they sided with their French trading partners against the British. The war was not just a struggle for territory, but a fight for survival and the preservation of their way of life. Pontiac's rebellion, led by Ottawa Chief Pontiac, was a defining moment for the tribe. It was a bold attempt to reclaim their lands from British control and resist the influx of colonists onto their territories. United with other tribes, the Ottawa tribe demonstrated their courage, resilience, and determination to protect their homeland. Today, the legacy of the Ottawa Tribe lives on. Their rich history, marked by migrations, alliances, conflicts, and resilience, provides a window into the complex and diverse world of indigenous tribes in North America. From their origins as traders on the East Coast to their struggles and triumphs in the Midwest, the Ottawa Tribe's story is one of endurance and adaptability. The Ottawa Tribe's history serves as a powerful reminder of the rich and complex histories of indigenous tribes in North America. Thanks for watching and being a part of the Trippy Savage journey.